Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do a full routine with ginger hair for Asian people specifically, I guess. Oh my god. So where do we start? So today's Get Ready With Me, I'm gonna be showing you guys all of my favorite products of the moment. And I'm gonna do like a full face with all of my favorite products, and I'm just gonna give you a little rundown about some of the best products to buy, because, you know, we're all getting ready for the big ol' Thanksgiving Sephora Rouge sale. So, you know, 20% off, get every single one of these items. And there's gonna be a lot of sales coming up for the holiday. So, you know, this is a perfect time for me to just kind of tell you guys all about what you should buy and what you should avoid. So before we start, I just want to let you guys know that my school, Hyperreal Academy, teaches permanent makeup, and our artists make on average 6 figures. And this is without any college education required, without any prerequisites. My academy is now officially licensed with the American Academy of Micropigmentation. So because we have the AAM credentials, we are able to offer the AAM 100-hour fundamental course. So you can get that in New Jersey, or you can learn online at hyperrealacademy.com. And we do offer scholarships. You just have to apply on our website. And now we also are partnered with Cherry Payments, so you don't even have to pay everything up front. You can do monthly payments. Okay, back to the video. First thing that I think almost every Asian person should kind of avoid is the ginger hair is honestly not a look for Asian people. I don't know what it is about this color, because I did a rose gold hair tutorial and it was amazing, but I thought, you know, because rose gold is orange, I thought, you know, let's just keep it going. Let's try ginger. And I tried Overtone Ginger. This is my first product I'm gonna be talking about. And yo, this is not a good color for Asian people, especially not if you're a little bit on the pale side, because unlike white people, Asian people, when you're a little bit too pale, like you're a Fitzpatrick 1 or 2, you tend to shift a little olive. You get a little green, because you still have yellow as an undertone, but you don't have enough melanin to really warm out that yellow, so it becomes green. Like not even an olive, more like a dull pale green, which isn't flattering for something like this. I'll tell you guys more about color theory another time. I don't want to be too boring. But anyway, this product still made it into my top favorites because, yo, the color is so nice. It's so consistent. The way that it applied, it was so easy and effortless. The color is really potent as well. And Overtone I've used for many, many years. It's amazing because even if you end up getting a color that you like fucking hate, you can still just trust that it will fade gracefully. It's not gonna stain your clothes. It's not gonna fade in patches. It fades very, very gracefully, especially the blues and purples. You know, I love Overtone. The color is not damaging. The conditioner is decently nourishing. I would always supplement it with the Olaplex system. It's just what I do, and I experienced little to no loss of hair, even though my hair is really bleached. So yeah, that's my number 1 product. And number 2, I know this is a get ready with me, I'm not even getting ready yet. My number 2 product is the Tatcha Deep Cleanse. So this one has become one of my favorites of all time. Not only because it smells amazing, but mostly because it smells really good. I have a lot of really good cleansers, but let me tell you, none of my cleansers smell this amazing. And there's not much else I could say about the cleanser. It's just like there's so many good cleansers out there. This one is very gentle. There's a bit of a grain to it, which I know a lot of people would avoid. But honestly, the grain is not harsh on the skin. It's never scratched my face. And I am an esthetician, like licensed, so I am able to kind of like see, I can kind of tell what it's doing and what it's not doing, and so far it cleans really well. It helps with the inflammation a lot because I'm prone to inflammation, I have sensitive skin, and it helps a little bit with the pore, not too much honestly, but that's what a pore mask is for. And it removes makeup very well. Okay, double cleanse. This is number 2 of my double cleanse. What I don't like about it is honestly the packaging, because as soon as I opened it for the first time, it already like cracked in a pretty big way. So I don't know, I still love it. Ouch, ow. I love it as it's literally dug a piece of flesh out of my hand. This is an amazing product. I highly recommend you guys try it out. The exfoliating part, it honestly helps. If you don't like physical exfoliants, I would skip it because there is a grain to it. If you can't handle fragrance, I would skip it. But if you want something that's a little bit exfoliating, it smells lovely and it's very fresh, it cleans your face, this is what I would recommend. Now, let's actually start getting ready with me. So the next product I want to talk about is the AHC Essential Real Eye Cream for the face. So this is inspired by K-Beauty, and what it does is, this is basically, it's a concentrated version of a cream, like an eye cream, and you're supposed to apply this to your whole entire face. So it's basically what it says it is. It's real eye cream for the face. I don't know why it sounds so silly. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just being an asshole, but it just sounds really silly. I mean, the concept of having eye cream separate from face cream, like I kind of get it, but like I'm assuming this is just like a really potent, concentrated, eye-safe cream for the entire face. And I really love it. I dig it, because one of the things that I noticed about this product is that it gives adequate hydration that lasts a long time. I was afraid that the fragrance is gonna really bother me, but it never did. And it moisturized my face and hydrated it well, to the point where my combination areas, which is like my dry areas, the jawline, like around here, around the temple, the cheek part, this part gets really dry as well, like around where I'm talking and I'm like, the skin is always moving. This actually moisturizes and keeps my skin looking good, not too crazy dry. So I'm really looking forward to buying another tube of this to get me through the winter. This one, as well as the Dr. Jart, that yellow cream, those two combined are amazing. But there is a fragrance, so you better watch out for that. None of my clients have had any issue with slight fragrance, just so you know. So now, we're gonna start off with makeup, with the real good stuff. Oh my goodness, where do I even begin? Okay, so first things first, you guys already know Becca. One of my favorite companies, and I forgot if it was Smashbox or somewhere else. One of my favorite cosmetics companies purchased the Becca formula, so I don't have to purchase a million of these. I can just rest easy that my favorite product is miraculously not discontinued, despite the brand itself going under. You know, somehow life finds a way to make miracles. So Becca under Eye Corrector, you guys already know it's so amazing. I don't think I even have to say anything about this. I keep one for myself that I can just kind of keep in my purse, and then I keep 2 in my kit, 1 light and 1 medium to dark. I'm just gonna drop this right underneath. And just so you know, I'm using my eye cream as a primer. It's really good for that purpose as well. It primes the face beautifully for makeup. I'm not going outside today. I'm just gonna close my blinds. I'm not gonna wear sunscreen, actually. I know. I'm not gonna come out until nighttime, so it doesn't even, like, I don't wanna put my skin through all that just to not go outside. So I'm gonna just zoom y'all in. No, this still doesn't look good. Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of blend this out, not too crazy, just blend out the edges a little bit. So next up, I'm going to be taking my other favorite product, which is, oh geez. So my next favorite product is going to be the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. This one is just Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's better than the Nars Radiant Concealer for sure, the Radiant Creamy Concealer. That one was everybody's holy grail for the longest time. I think it's gonna be your holy grail until you check this one out. This is, in my opinion, a more smoother, lighter weight, and somehow fuller coverage formula. I don't know how they did it. I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna enjoy the miracle of it. And this one is such a good color match for me. I don't know if that's true anymore actually, but it's such a good color match that it kind of blends seamlessly into my skin, so I don't have to wear a foundation if I don't want to. And I really appreciate that because I always tell people, especially students that are learning from my my academy, when it comes to skincare, the less you put over your face, the better, because our skin is porous. So you don't want to cake on product on your skin, because one way or another, it's gonna kind of like clog up your pores, and the less you have on, the better. And I'm just gonna gently buff that out. You can either do it with a beauty blender or you can do it with a brush. I really don't prefer one over the other anymore. I used to lean more towards the brush, but now it's like, you know, I see the merits of having a beauty blender, especially when working with cream products, heavier cream products. The blender sometimes can just do things that your brush can't, vice versa as well. And you see how you see how the product just sits right over the skin and it just completely covers all of the blemishes. I didn't even have to do much. Like, I didn't have to color correct. I honestly didn't even have to do the color correction under the eyes because there's a bit of a luminosity to it. So if you put something like this product over under eye circles or discoloration, it not only does it reflect more light because of the formula, but it also, the full coverage, it just hides the discoloration as well. So okay. So the next product that I want to talk about, which I'm always and forever gonna love, is the Fenty eyebrow pencil. Actually, not this one, I'm gonna use the black one. I switch between the ash brown and the soft black, and it really depends on what kind of look I'm going for, because if you want a bit of a bolder brow, you always go for the darker color. But if you are somebody who's either new to doing eyebrows, or if you want to do a really bold and defined filled in shape, but you don't want it to look too dark, just go with a lighter color. Let me just do the ash brown actually, because you can actually do a big, bold, filled-in brow, and it'll still look very soft and light if you use a lighter color than you normally do. So this one is the ash brown Fenty pencil. You know, I don't have too much to say about it because it's just great. It's just a pencil. Like, it's really great, but at the end of the day, it's a pencil, you know? What can I say about it? What can I say about a pencil? Oh. Here's what I can say. I really like the spoon brush. I really like it. It's nice, dense, and full. And unlike other spoolies that kind of are really crappy quality, this is actually a really good quality brush, and it actually does an amazing job blending. And it's got a thin enough edge where you can actually take the edge of it and clean up the bottom. So yes, I really love this. And you can even, if you're really obsessed with making your brows perfectly natural, you can switch to a darker pencil for the arch. But I usually don't do that because I don't think it's necessary. I think one color is enough to kind of get the message across. And also, you're gonna get a darker arch no matter what you do, because most people have less eyebrow hairs in this part and more eyebrow hair in this part. So it naturally darkens. You don't have to worry too much about it. Keeping the color light would ensure that you get a nice powdery look. And if you have lighter, less prominent eyebrows, you actually look a lot more youthful. Like in the beginning of the video, I kind of look like I'm a lot younger than after I put my eyebrows on. So you can cheap out on all of the stuff that you think you wouldn't want to cheap out on, like eyeshadows. You can cheap out on lipsticks. Abso-freaking-lutely you can cheap out on. You don't even have to buy cream blushes because you can use lipsticks for it. And yeah, everything else, just make it cheap. And save that money, put it towards the stuff that you really shouldn't skimp out on, like your base, primer, eyebrow pencil. And you don't really need to buy eyebrow setting products like wax or gel. You can just use soap. Phenomenal. The next thing that I want to use is, am I gonna do everything in order? Yeah. So the next thing I'm gonna talk about is the Fenty, another Fenty product, the cream blush. Oh my goodness, this, I could have sworn that I had too many cream blush products, blushes specifically, I had too many, but when I saw this one, I'm like, ooh, it's amazing. This is called Fuego Flush, and it's this like really pretty gingery shimmer orange. So what I like to do is, I think I do the same thing in every video. I just take my dense Makeup Forever stipple brush and I just kind of stamp this in the middle of my cheek, and then I pick it up towards the temple, because when you have wider cheekbones, when you have kind of a rounder face, you want to always swing the color up towards the cheekbone. It's more flattering that way. It is what it is. If you have more angular cheekbones, which, you know, on some days I also kind of have, you go right across that cheekbone, and that blush is gonna hover right above where your shadow is gonna cast, and that also looks really, really flattering. It really accentuates the look. And if you want your cheeks to appear rounder, what you do is you start in the center of the cheek and then you just, yep. So I'm just gonna do my classic cheek, oh my God. I'm gonna just do my classic cheek routine, which is starting from the center and then radiating out towards the temple. And this is an amazing product because you can build it up, you can make it sheer, you can actually build the color up a lot. But today I'm not gonna do too much with it. I'm just gonna do enough where you can kind of see it on camera. But I usually don't even do this much color, I do a lot less. I would also love to have this shade in my kit because this shade is really versatile. You can use it as a blush for lighter skin tones. You can use it as a highlight for darker skin tones. I love how the color just melts into the base. It's really nice. So after that, next product I want to talk about. This is one of my favorite products of the entire 2020, 2021 into 2022. This is one of my top favorite products, which is the Hourglass Unlocked Mascara. Now, I never ever purchased the full size because I only ever put mascara on my lower lashes. So I only purchased the mini sizes. And this one, I'm telling you, it's amazing. I don't even think I purchased it actually. I think I got it for free with my Hourglass order. But yeah, it was amazing. I love the hell out of it. I think it's becoming a little dry, so I'm gonna have to replace it soon. But yeah, one of my pro makeup artist tips and tricks is if you find that your mascara, your favorite mascara is drying, just throw it out and replace it. Who cares if it's not expired yet? Just if it's not working the way that it did, then you should probably think about replacing it. And one of the things that I do as a professional is that I only ever purchase the tiny tubes because I know that the more you interact with it, the more it dries, and the more you open and close each tube, the more air gets trapped inside. So you can't really use a mascara up completely. I think that wouldn't really work. You would kind of just have to figure it out. If it's getting too dry to the point where it's not performing, then you just have to throw it away. You know, you can't really get mileage off of mascara products the way that you would a lipstick. So this is the Hourglass Unlocked Mascara. It works so well that it kind of looks like eyelash extensions, but like really thick eyelash extensions. And I love that look for me because I have so little eyelashes, I just really, really love this. And you can be patient and layer this mascara. What I love about it is that you can actually layer it until it gets clumpy and it doesn't get overwhelmingly clumpy. You can still lengthen it. I don't know if that makes sense. So my previous favorite mascara is the Ilia Limitless Lash, which only lengthens. It doesn't really volumize the lashes, but this gives you such incredible, gorgeous length. And you know what? Sometimes I pair these together. Okay, and real quick, another pro makeup artist tips and tricks. Don't sleep on new releases. I know that a lot of people, they find like a holy grail and they're just like, oh my god, I'm never gonna touch another new mascara ever again. But then you find out about the Hourglass Unlocked mascara and then you're like, oh shit. But yeah, don't sleep on new releases, especially when you're a pro makeup artist. You're usually working a lot with brands. They will give you free makeup. A lot of times you're on PR lists and all that. And a lot of my friends that work in professional makeup, they don't really, like, they have their kit and everything. They have their own favorite brands and their holy grails. They don't really try out a lot of the new products. Even if they were to get like a PR kit, they're like, oh no, I don't have time for that. But for me, I am never faithful. I am never faithful to any specific brand or specific formula or product. I'm always looking for something better. I'm never satisfied with what I have. And I'm just always kind of like on the hunt for something that's gonna blow my mind even more. Just, you know, don't be faithful. There's no point in it. So I'm gonna be using my Makeup Forever Aqua XL. This is by no means a new product. This is a pretty tried and true old product. And yeah, I'm just gonna blend this out over my eyelid. And this is gonna be my base. So the reason why I love Aqua XL so much is because it does wonders for people with oily skin. And I'm talking about extremely oily skin. A lot of times with oily skin, you encounter a lot of creasing. It's just not a good time. Your eyeshadows don't really adhere to the lid because of that. So when you use a product like this, you get a lot better. It's kind of like a glue that sticks your eyeshadow together, so you get a better result. Yeah, I'm gonna blend this out. And when you're applying your base, make sure to kind of go along a general shape, so you're not just washing it out in one blob of color. You want to have a little bit of intention to it. For me, I always do kind of a wing shape. Next up, not too much to say about this one, but my beautiful, gorgeous Mcgrath palette. My favorite shade is this one. The brown is the best shade. It's so good. It's buttery smooth. It's very easy to either sheer out or to build. It's just so wonderful. I don't know. But today I'm gonna be using a combination of the brown shade as well as the peach shade. So I'm gonna put the peach over the middle of the lid. I'm gonna use brown to deepen. And if you're in a rush, you can always just blend as you apply. So as I'm applying, I'm blending it out a little bit along the way. So it's pretty easy to kind of finish your look. And it doesn't take a long time. And I also love the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. And I'm using the orange from the Sunset palette to kind of add some warmth. And then what you can do is you can intensify the color right underneath the lower lashes. And you can take it into the inner corner to give that illusion of depth that I love to do. And then you take a flat brush. I'm gonna use the gold shade. And I'm gonna mix it with the peach shade from the Mcgrath palette, and I'm just gonna drop that into the middle of the lid. And that's gonna give you that little bit of luminance. So I put a little bit of that orange, and it kind of highlights the middle of the lid a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of that gold. And for the inner corner, I'm gonna use the duochrome from the same Mcgrath palette, and I'm just gonna drop that into the inner corner. And I'm just gonna deepen the outer corner just a little bit further. So that's my eye look. I'm really happy with it. So I'm gonna go right into the lip color. Actually, I wanna talk about I'm gonna apply the lips first, and I wanna talk about the Nars Laguna lip balm. This color is so pretty. It's barely visible, even on lighter skin lips. And I just think it's really cool because it gives you that little hint of tan. So it goes on like a lip balm. There's barely any color to it, but there's a lot of shimmer. Very hydrating. And there's just enough bronze where you get kind of that tan, radiant glow. And it doesn't look heavy. Doesn't look heavy at all. The balms are definitely one of Nars's best works in the recent years. I really love the Afterglow lip balm in just about every single color. It's just really amazing. I tried a lot of them out at Sephora. They're just pretty. I mean, this one is honestly one of my favorites, Laguna. It's just like, it's just really nice. So I don't suppose I need to finish off with a bronzer. I actually don't have a favorite bronzer at the moment, so let's just skip that and let's go into the eyeliner and the lashes. So my favorite, one of my favorite lashes of the moment, actually, I have a whole entire lash wardrobe that I may or may not do like a video on. I think I should do a video on the best ABG lashes out there because these are actually the best ABG lashes out there. Yeah, I'll do a video. And one of my favorite everyday lashes of the moment is the MLBB. I think they're from Ardell. The MLBB lashes in the style No Filter, the one that wings out. So that one I actually stack with another lash, one of the Ardell Naked lashes, and I'll tell you guys all about how I stack lashes and how I create custom shapes just to, you know, meet all of my ABG needs. I have the lash game down to a science. So I'll tell you guys all about it. And my other favorite product of the moment is the Kish Lash Glue. Super, super effective and useful for touch-ups. You just apply the glue and attach the lash, and it's just so easy. I recommend everyone to get a pair of MLBB lashes in your favorite style, of course. And I also recommend everyone get the Kish Lash Glue, the Lash Glue liner. It's so good. It's honestly so good that it just kind of changes the way that I do my my entire eye look now. Because I don't have to worry about waiting for no glue to dry and then making sure that, you know, the glue is tacky before I apply it, and trying not to get glue all over myself in the process, you know. This changes the game. And I'm just gonna wing out the lash. I'm just gonna close that gap between my lashes and my flesh. Okay, so this is today's look. So thank you guys for joining me on today's video. If you have any questions for me as a professional makeup artist, I would be very happy to answer any and all questions. Just let me know in the comments. If you have questions about the products I've been using, the eyelashes, you know, I'm always here to answer any questions and to kind of give you guys more tips and tricks you know, whatever you guys want. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.